Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, November the 18th for the 499er game. We have two hands for you today. The first one is number 3. Partners open a diamond. There is a heart overcall. I actually have a reasonable 7 count, and if there had been no overcall, I would have bid 1 no trump. Unfortunately, don't have a heart stopper, don't have 4 spades, not enough points to bid 2 clubs, and I only have 3 diamonds. So I'm kind of stuck. I don't have a bid. So I'm going to pass, and we'll see what happens later if there's a chance for me to get back in. Okay, 2 hearts on the left, partner bid 3 diamonds. So the first thing we have to decide on is what's 3 diamonds. It's going to be one of 2 hands. It could be a hand that just has a lot of diamonds, and usually more than 6, but not necessarily any extra values. It just doesn't want to let them play in 2 hearts. Or it could be a hand that's actually fairly strong, sort of in the 15 to 17 point range with 6 diamonds. And I have a 7 count. I have 3 diamonds to the queen. I think this hand is worth a game try. And the way I'm going to do that is by bidding 3 hearts. And that is a Western Q bid. It's when you bid the opponent's suit at the 3 level. And it says bid 3 no trump if you have a heart stopper. And if not, my partner would presumably run to 4 diamonds. Now, if they had the weak hand with just long diamonds, like a minimal opener, they would bid 4 diamonds no matter what they have in hearts on this case. So 3 hearts it is. And partner bids 3 no. So I'm expecting them to have that 15 to 17 points and 6 card diamond suit, and I'm hopeful that we can make 3 no trump. Quick gander now, and we have what looks like 1 spade, 1 heart, 1 club, that's 3, and 6 diamonds is 9 tricks. So it looks like we're definitely in a good contract. There's no point in holding up the ace of hearts on this. They have too many entries back and forth. Now you always start with one of a diamond honor from the side that has 2 honors, in this case the south hand, so that's the ace from ace king. Back comes 1 to the queen. Notice that West pitched a spade. Got to watch those discards. And they pitched another spade. That's 2 spades gone. And there's another one that's 3 spades. And a 4th spade. So before we continue any further, let's think about this. How many spades do you think West started with? If they had started with 5 spades and the 5 hearts because they overcalled a heart, they would have bid a Michael's bid to show 5-5 in the majors. So we can assume that since they didn't do that, they don't have 5 spades and 5 hearts. So that suggests that all the missing spade honors are sitting with the east hand on the left, and we can finesse them later. All right, back comes a club. And we're right. The fact that we paid attention to those discards led us to taking an extra trick. And I think we're going to have to give them 3 at this point. Alrighty. So now that we can see this hand, partner does have 17 high card points. And I think the reason that they didn't open 1 no trump is that wonderful 6 card suit. That hand is really closer to being 18 or 19 points when you account for that extra distribution. So when North opened a diamond originally, they were planning on jumping to 2 no trump after they got a response from me. The interference from the opponents kind of messed up our auction plans, but we managed to get there anyway. All it took was a little trust on my part that partner did have that hand, or if they had a weaker hand with a lot of diamonds, they're just going to pull it to 4 diamonds. All right, we're going to pause while we switch for the next hand. Hi, we're back, this time with hand number 14. So I'm the dealer. I have a nice 10 count, not quite enough to open, so I will start with a pass. 1 heart from partner, pretty straightforward 1 spade response. 4 clubs from partner. That is a splinter bid. Partner is showing me 4 spades, 5 hearts, and generally 17 to 19 high card points with shortness in clubs, singleton or void. So let's look at my hand here. Suddenly my hand is getting better. The first reason is that I have no honors wasted in clubs. And I have the ace of hearts, that's great. This hand is, believe it or not, despite having only a 10 count, quickly starting to look like it's got some slam potential. So I show that by taking a Q bid over 4 clubs. I don't want to make some absolute decision by bidding 4 no trump, even though I think I might end up doing so. So I'm going to start with 4 diamonds. That shows first or second round control in diamonds. In this case I have the king, that's second round control. And partners followed up with 4 hearts. So they're showing first or second round control in hearts. Since I'm looking at the ace, they must have the king. That's all good. At this point, partner's cooperating. So I think I'm just going to go to 4 no, because I think what I want to know about is, does partner have the ace of diamonds? Do they have the ace and queen of spades? And if that's true, I'm going to be off to 6 spades. And partner bid 5 hearts. So partner has 2 key cards. That's got to be the ace of diamonds and the ace of spades, because you don't splinter to a singleton ace. And they do not have the queen of spades. So that means that we are on a guess as to who has the queen of spades. I'm making the slam 50%, and I don't generally like to bid slams at 50% unless I'm way behind in a team match. So I'm just going to sign off in 5 spades. All right. Okay, partner has 15 high card points, but I can understand their enthusiasm. Their hearts are great. Their distribution is good. I would have made that same splinter bid. So let's look at this. What are we going to do? I'm going to start by winning the ace of diamonds. And I'm going to play, I think, the ace of spades first. And I'm just going to finesse the player on my right, the north hand, for the queen of spades. Okay, I lost. It was 50% chance. There's the ace of clubs. And I just need to take the rest, which is going to be pretty easy at this point, because all those hearts are going to run. Take the king. That's the last of the trump. And I'm just going to run those hearts. There you go. All the hearts are going to run. I have 2 more winning heart tricks, and the diamond to the king and the jack of spades, so I'm just going to claim that. So if you look at my partner's hand and they'd actually had the queen of spades, or the queen instead of the jack even, 6 spades would have been a really good contract, despite the fact that I have only 10 high card points. And it really comes down to having nothing wasted in the club suit. So a good example of a splinter, and a quite reasonable stop short of slam, even though if I'd guessed right, I might have picked up the queen of spades. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.